Luke records that after resurrection morning, some disciples were walking on a road to a nearby town, Emmaus. We read, "On that same day, 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, a few miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near and went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, 'What are you discussing with each other while you walk along?' They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answered him, 'Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place there in these days?' He asked them, 'What things?' They replied, 'The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how our chief priests and leaders handed him over to be condemned to death and crucified him. But we had hoped that he was the one to redeem Israel.'" Did you notice the past tense? We had hoped. These might be some of the saddest words in Scripture. Have you ever felt them? I had hoped this treatment would work. I had hoped that this time my child would really change. I had hoped I would get the job. I had hoped I would find true love. So many things that we had hoped. In essence, the disciples say we had hoped that he was the one, but I guess we were wrong. Isn't it ironic that in the very moment they're losing hope, Jesus is right there with them? Is the same thing ever true in our lives? The moment we're giving up, when we feel like I had hoped, but I was wrong, that's when Jesus is right there with us. These disciples say, "And besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since these things took place. Moreover, some women of our group astounded us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and told us that they had indeed seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him." Then Jesus said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them the things about himself in all the scriptures. As they came near the village to which they were going, he walked ahead as if he were going on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in to stay with them. When he was at the table with them, he took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us?" One thing I love about this account is the idea that Christ is walking with us, even in our discouraging times. Metaphorically, we're all on a road to Emmaus. Perhaps some days we feel alone, like we had hoped he was the one, but we can have confidence knowing that he's still there, walking with us.
To see more videos like this one, simply search Seeking Jesus.